Men who tend to have a preference for darker complected women are typically of a higher emotional and actual IQ and are more developed. Before you get upset, because I know it's a bit of a generalization, let me lay out my argument. So let's just start here. If you're a colorist or a bigot, you're likely sheep-minded, or you're smart enough to know better, but you're just hateful. Both are weak mindsets. We can agree on that, right? Now, here's why I say men who prefer darker complected women are more developed. As children, we were given a particular image that subliminally told us what was beautiful, right? What could be casted as a love interest? What could be seen as the pretty popular girl, right? Like all of these things, the handsome jock. Unfortunately, people and men, since this conversation is about men, who still have that conditioned idea of beauty that is white or light only, in my opinion, never developed beyond the age of 12. Again, I'm not trying to step out of my scope. I know this is child psychology. I know this is sociology. But on the flip side, men who have a preference for more darker complected women, right? Like that is their dating history. And again, this is about to be a generalization. I know there's nuances and exceptions. I find that they typically have a little bit of a je ne sais quoi about them. They're more emotionally intelligent. They can carry a conversation. And I'm talking about the men that I'm in certain spaces with. Moments and spaces that I've been in with the man who has a more darker complected melanated woman on his arm is typically just he's able to carry those conversations. He's able to tap in. We know that there's been a very global direct effort to erase African beauty and the beauty of its peoples and its descendants. And so a man who is able to not be brainwashed and to see the beauty of dark, melanated, rich, gorgeous skin for what it is. I'm not saying that if you're lighter or white or Asian or Hispanic, whatever, non-dark skinned melanated woman, that you don't have a man with high IQ or emotional intelligence. I'm not saying that. But if he is a colorist, then he's not. When I say smart or emotionally intelligent, I'm not talking about degrees. I'm talking about like your brain power, your ability to think for yourself, your ability to not be sheep-minded and to uncondition some things. That's just my observation. What do y'all think? Let's keep it cute in these comments, y'all.
I just seen a video of a woman, a light-skinned woman at that, saying that men that date dark-skinned women have a higher IQ. It's pissing me off. I'm trying to find it. Why do y'all keep on treating dark-skinned women like they're different species? Like dating them like they're special needs. Like, oh, we have to coddle them. They're special needs. They're special. They have a higher IQ because you're willing to deal with that. Like, man, if you don't shut the... I'm dark-skinned. I'm very, very dark in real life. I wish somebody would come up to my girlfriend and say, oh, you have a dark skin, man? You're so emotionally intelligent for that. Like, I've been black as hell my whole entire life. I am so tired of y'all treating these people like they're not human. Why are y'all treating dark-skinned women like they're not human? Why can't a man just like them? Why do they have to be high IQ and have a lot of emotional intelligence? I know some dudes that I hang out with that are not smart at all, no emotional intelligence. They just like dark-skinned women. That's just their thing. Me, I like all types of shit. I like beautiful women. I really don't be looking at shades. Now, you can say that men with low IQ only date light-skinned women because of colorism and being brainwashed. Cool. But saying that men who date dark-skinned women have a high IQ, what are you talking about? Stop acting like these women aren't human. Like, what? And I don't care about your think piece in my comments. Don't come in, well, you don't understand. I've been dark-skinned my whole life. Shut up. My theory, and this could be wrong about my theory, that's why I really don't say it out loud. I honestly just think opposites attract. I think that if you grow up in a light-skinned household, all your family members, your brothers, your sisters light-skinned, especially if you're a woman with light-skinned brothers, you just grow up not liking your brother, you like a dark-skinned man. If you a light-skinned dude and you grow up around with a lot of light-skinned girls and your sister light-skinned, your cousin's light-skinned, you grow up with them, then you see something else outside of your norm and you're attracted to that when you're young. When you get older, it might change. Bro, when I was younger, I would never date a woman that looked like my sister. Cause that's just the way I look at my sister. The way I look at my sister, I'll be like, ew, it's my sister. You know? I just don't understand this whole like, let's treat dark skin, let's coddle them and act like they're not human. Like, please stop it. Bro, it's beautiful women in every complexion of black. Like light, brown, dark, like please just stop. Stop. You have light-skinned women with the most African features. And you have dark-skinned women with Eurocentric features. Like, please, just.
I think some of y'all are being a little bit obtuse when it comes to this topic about black men having a higher IQ because they prefer to date dark-skinned black women or because they don't discriminate against dark-skinned black women when it comes to dating. I think what that young lady meant was pretty obvious, and I think y'all have turned it into something that it's not. Clearly, she's saying black men that date dark-skinned women or prefer dark-skinned women are too smart to allow Eurocentric beauty standards to make them believe that black women, dark-skinned black women, are unattractive. I think it was that simple. I seen somebody say, stop treating black women or dark-skinned black women like they need to be coddled, like they're not people or something. And I think that person may have received this in a totally wrong way. Like they took it as an insult. And I could see why, but I felt like the message was pretty clear. And I'm only speaking on it because I feel the same way as far as like when it comes to dark-skinned women, like dark-skinned black women. I feel like I've always had that mindset of like, I've always felt like there's no reason dark-skinned black women should be facing all of this. Like, why does society treat them like this? I've always been passionate about that. So that's the only reason why I feel the need to like speak on it or whatever. That young lady bringing up this topic and saying that was not to make it seem like dark-skinned black women are like subhuman or like need somebody's help in that way. It was simply highlighting the fact that the Eurocentric beauty standard that is pushed on us, which is the reason there's even colorism in the black community, it was to highlight that system, that idea that we've been functioning with is messed up, and dark-skinned black women get the shortest end of it. They get the shortest end of the stick. They get the worst treatment when it comes to colorism. And so men that don't allow colorism to penetrate their brain have a higher IQ. Would that not make sense? Because there are actually men who don't date dark-skinned black women. There are black men who will never even entertain a dark-skinned black woman. And we know that that's been an issue. So let's not pretend like that's not something that has been discussed. That's not something that dark-skinned black women have faced. It is, right? And we all know colorism has been an issue that has negatively affected the black community and a bunch of other communities, but specifically the black community for so long. Why are we pretending that like dark-skinned women don't face this? They do. And if a certain group amongst the black community faces a certain thing and receives it worse than others, maybe they do need a little coddling, and not coddling in the sense of like they're weak or they need somebody to help them. But if there's an issue, let's highlight it. Let's talk about it. Why not? That's not to say they're incapable of standing up for themselves or incapable of being just like every other black person or incapable of being beautiful. It's literally the opposite. Like, it's literally saying, hey, it's messed up that they have been treated this way and people think like this. And it's even more messed up that other black people, black men, think like this. Obviously not all, but some black men treat them like this. Let's stop that. And only a dummy subscribes to colorism. So if you don't subscribe to colorism, it would suggest that you're the opposite of a dummy, right? Hence the high IQ statement. I don't think it was that deep. I don't even think there's anything to go back and forth or argue about. I just think y'all need to listen better, maybe. Because if anything, this was an opportunity to highlight mistreatment and correct it. But instead, y'all took it the other way. And I can't help but think that y'all took it the other way because it's centered around dark-skinned black women. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Do any dark-skinned black women get what I'm saying? Like, if this wasn't, I feel like because of the subject, the group of people at the center of this is the discriminated against group, the most discriminated against group in the black community, or one of, I should say. You see what I'm getting at? Because me personally, when I hear other men say, I don't date dark-skinned black women, I stay away from dark-skinned, blah, 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 blah. What are you talking about? Like, to me, that sounds insane. Like, do you know where you come from? You are black. You are of African descent. Like, melanin is our thing, whether we have a lot of it or a little bit of it. How are we discriminated against the core of us? You do realize there is no light-skinned black people without dark-skinned black people, right? That's how I be feeling about it. So I can't be the only one. So this is an issue. So what are we talking?
Men who tend to have a preference for darker complected women are typically of a higher emotional and actual IQ and are more developed.
People who are not dumb enough to fall for colorism is usually smarter than average. That's all she was saying. I don't know where y'all trying to take this, but that's all she was saying. People are hopping on here saying shit like, well, why people can't just have preferences? Because y'all don't know the difference between your preference and your principle. Your preference is interchangeable. Your principle is non-negotiable. You can prefer steak and still appreciate chicken. You can prefer a Cadillac and still appreciate a BMW. But when a dude say something like, I only date light-skinned girls, white girls, or Hispanic girls, and he stamps that as a statement, that is a non-negotiable statement. That's not a preference. You can't consider something a preference when the other choice given is not even an option for you. Not only was society taught to hate black people, we was also taught to hate ourselves. For somebody to analyze that and still look at all the shades in the rainbow and find beauty in all of them, but still prefer the one they told us to hate, it shows a little something up there. I don't think all men that prefer lighter skinned women are fucking stupid, but I do think you're doing what you're told. In today's society, no matter how far we have come, if a man say he prefers dark skinned women, the listener usually wants to know more. Like, oh, really? Okay, how did you get to that conclusion? When a man says he prefers dark skinned women, they get the same reaction as when I tell people I don't drink or smoke. They be like, oh, really? Well, good for you. Good for you. When a man says he prefers dark-skinned women, they get the same reaction that an iPhone user gives an Android user. Oh, you got an Android. Oh, okay, no, I just assumed you had an iPhone. Oh, it's cool. They all do the same thing. Nobody is saying that the man that prefers dark-skinned women is a fucking genius. We're just saying when a man says he prefers a light-skinned woman with long curly hair, it's like saying a person that loves music prefers Beyonce and Drake. There's nothing wrong with Beyonce and Drake. It's just the obvious fucking choice. It's cool. It's just not worth picking your fucking brain about. And I'm just sick of people making these videos talking about, oh, y'all babying dark-skinned women, y'all coddling dark-skinned women. Bro, we have just gotten to the point as black people, especially black women, where they have just started loving themselves. Like, just started loving their dark chocolate skin, just started loving their features, just started loving their 4C fucking hair. Like, so what? So fucking what? We hated ourselves along with everybody else for the past 400 years. So what if it's some coddling and babying going on, some favoritism at the moment? So what? Anyway, I lost my Roku remote like 7 days ago. Is it time to order another one, or should I keep looking? Never mind. Yeah, whatever.
You know, dark-skinned women, I don't really like dark-skinned women. Like, they look funny beside me.
So instead, he dates dark-skinned men.
So let me get this straight. Old dude only brought up colorism because he was mad that a light-skinned woman said black men who date dark-skinned black women have higher IQs, right? He don't date a dark-skinned black woman. Felt some type of way because he felt like she was talking about him. Made one video addressing what she said because what she said was stupid, but then you made another video, because that one video should have been enough. You made another video breaking up your experience with colorism because you're trying to kind of argue what she said. Right? So you didn't even bring up colorism to talk about colorism. You brought up colorism to try to argue against a point she was making instead of just saying what you said was dumb, because we all know it was dumb. Right? Then on top of that, after I made a video saying I don't care for this conversation because black men are currently having this colorism conversation and disregarded other groups of people who was colorist towards them, only saying things like, yeah, dark-skinned black women were colorist towards me, and we face colorism worse than dark-skinned black women, and dark-skinned black women the reason why we never talked about colorism. Like, I'm literally seeing niggas saying all this shit right now. That's why I didn't take the conversation seriously. And instead of just saying, yeah, we see that, we understand that, nigga disregarded what I said, again, doing the exact same shit I said you niggas been doing for why I don't take it serious in the first place, dismissing black women's concerns about colorism, right? Dismiss what the fuck I said, victimize yourself again, saying, yeah, this is why black men don't speak up, because black women disregard us. Mind you, these niggas speak up about everything fucking else, right? And victimize and say all that bullshit because you expect us to ignore what the fuck black men were doing as a collective, contributed to colorism's collective in the media, in school, and shake y'all motherfucking hands and saying cool by y'all because y'all ready to get it together. No. Cause that's what the fuck it sounded to me. Y'all, it sound like y'all want us to disregard what the fuck these niggas was doing. Hold hands with y'all, kumbaya, and, you know, address colorism because y'all fucking felt like it. No, if I didn't protest for Hispanics because them niggas voted for Trump, why the fuck you think I ain't gonna use that same logic for the rest of y'all niggas? Cause that was like, it sound like y'all telling me not to use logic when it comes to the ops. when it comes to niggas I seen throwing dark-skinned black women on the bus. And then motherfuckers talk about some, yeah, she coming from a place of hurt. Bitch, I thought that was logic. I thought that was common sense. If a motherfucker backstab you one time, why the fuck wouldn't I think they gonna do it again? like, come on. That's all I'm saying. Motherfuckers talk about something. Yeah, she's insecure. She's coming from a place of hurt. That is not, listen. You believe that if you want to. If that's what you want to believe, that's what you want to believe. I'm still not shaking hands with you niggas. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as fuck. They sitting right here like still dismissing the colorism. Still dismissing black women's concerns. Right? Like, no, y'all want us to ignore what the fuck y'all did. Nah.
I let my skin color keep me back from the... Yes. I didn't let my skin